Good evening. Today is the 5th of December 2017. My name is Violetta. It's our 30th video. I'm a psychic from Canada. I'm from Poland but living in Canada. I'm going to answer questions with visions and tarot cards. For those people who ask me about the tarot cards, it's Golden Tarot by Katie Black. My favorite tarot because I have quite a collection, but my son gave me this one 11 years ago. Or 12 years ago.
Yeah, a while ago.
Long time ago. 2006 or 11.
All right, good to go?
Good to go.
Okay, let's start with sexual harassment.
Again? I thought that I finished that subject.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot going on. Why are all these sexual harassment cases coming out all at once? Is it political warfare?
Oh. This looks like... I have seen a woman wearing some costume with the pokey stuff. Like sometimes you see those bikers, wearing some spikes. I think women feel that they grow the second skin to protect themselves now. They are more feeling more powered, and they don't want to be put down. The bikers girls are usually, to me, a symbol of rebellion. Some movement of people who are belonging to each other, and they feel that that's because it started with 1, 2, 3 cases, and now it's like an avalanche.
Yeah.
Every woman wants to admit that she was harassed, that she wants to take revenge on the man. I mentioned that I was, but somehow I blank. I don't even remember the names of those guys. I didn't want to.
Here's what I don't understand, right? Like, I understand that it hurts, but like everyone has trauma in their life, and then, for it to... So say something happened bad to you 10 years ago, 30 years ago, whatever. Why are they coming out now? Why didn't they do something before?
Because it's a movement now. They feel that they are empowered. Before, when I was living in Poland, you couldn't tell that the teacher who is giving you driving license will grab you by the leg and tell you, it's below, if you don't obey my rules, I will not let you to pass the exam. And it's scary because it was 3 days before the exam, and I pushed the exam to a different city, which is even more scary because I didn't know the city. But it is the situation like that. I felt really hopeless because no one was standing up for girls like me.
Okay.
You want to use the cards?
Well, I think you made a good point. Okay.
He thinks I'm the only one who does the vision, so he doesn't want the cards, but I like to use the cards.
Mm-hmm. Maybe on the next one here. Let's see. Barbara sent an email, and she wrote, Trump barely knew of Rex Tillerson before the election, and then appointed him to Secretary of State. Was this done at Putin's request? Putin and Tillerson.
I know because Tillerson was with what the company was.
Some oil company.
Huge.
Exxon.
With that company, they had connection with Russia. But I don't think they count on Rex Tillerson to be push boy. He's not listening to anyone anymore. Even if Putin thought that he will be obeying his rules, I don't think Tillerson is one of those guys who can do it.
Well, did you see a vision?
No.
Well.
Okay. They thought that he is sitting on the high chair with the big wings. The chair is... So he was one of the high chairs in America that they knew. And they thought that he will be sitting like on a throne and he will be obeying some rules. Maybe they told Trump that, but it was big disappointment. I don't think Tillerson is the one that will be unfaithful to the country. I trust him. I don't know why, but I do trust him.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to put the 3 cards?
Sure, yeah, that's an interesting one.
Okay. He told me how to put the cards so they will be visible to the camera. He's a very honest guy. He has good values. He really believes what he is saying. It's like a high priest. Tillerson is, and he loves the country and he wants to celebrate the American lifestyle. I don't think he wants to be a cheater.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the strongest of them, all those cards here. He is not good. Maybe the Russians were behind that. They thought that they can probably make him to think because he was working for his company before. But no, he is not working for anyone else, just for himself.
Interesting. Okay. Moving on.
I'm not looking, I'm just stuffing the cards back to the...
So Mama Tino, that's her name, asks, what do you see for Senator Al Franken in the future?
He's sitting on a boat, and the boat has no paddles, and it's moving like crazy, you know, those tiny boats like that he's supposed to have some power. So he has no power to go forward, to go backward. He is...
He's at the mercy of the ocean.
Mercy of the people that put those 2 women who claimed that he was behaving improperly. Or even the Senate has to. So he is for tough journey. He is for rough journey. What the cards will say.
Yeah.
Again, the same card. That he is honest guy. He's crying over that broken relationship. Eventually he will rejuvenate his future. People will look from his point of view because he's an honest guy too. He might do the crazy things. He was a comedian. He's crying a lot about that. But I pulled the same card, but he is an honest guy.
Yeah.
And I don't know where I'm putting them.
This is a good one. Don Brown writes, I have a question about Edward Snowden, who we seem to have forgotten is still in Moscow. I find it hard to believe that with Snowden's knowledge, Putin has completely left him alone. Is Snowden helping Putin undermine U.S. intelligence or with election tampering?
Putin wants him to dance on a leash like a little puppy in a circus. He wants him to do things that he has no power to resist.
He's got nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. And it's a prison because he's living in some hotels, I think, and this poor guy, he has to do what they tell him to do because he's
He got punished for doing the right thing.
Yeah. I'm pulling the same cards, kind of. No, I can't.
You have to mix the cards up a little bit more.
I do, yes. King of Love. He did this because he loved people. He thought that it will help people to see his point of view. And now he's crying over those broken relationships and no one is standing up for him. I don't think he wanted the bad things to happen, but that's happened and no one would like to be in his shoes.
No.
It's like trained puppy in a circus. Few minutes happiness and then go to the cage and sit there. And 1 second, I have to put them and shuffle them because too many times. But that was making sense actually, so the cards were coming and I didn't plan to.
Okay. One more question. So this is from John in Poland, and he writes...
John from Poland.
If it is shown that the Russians influenced the U.S. election, it is also likely that it would be shown that the Russians could have also influenced the Brexit vote in Britain, too.
Oh.
His question is, if Trump is impeached in the U.S. in the next few months, would Brexit still go ahead in 2019? Because right now, he also mentioned that if there was a vote, that...
What I see, triangle, under the triangle it's a fire. So someone start the fire, probably giving the informations maybe the same way as in USA, and no one even knew that they were fed that informations.
Well, here's...
Triangle is cheating.
Okay.
Because 3 people, it's always one too many. If someone is in triangle, that's cheating. And the fire under triangle, that will be putting someone in a hot spot. So they were burning some information or giving some hot spots for people to... They know what is popular for some people, what is not popular.
Because the British Parliament has been looking into the possibility for a few months now. They're investigating it.
So that's probably what it is.
What did the cards say?
Oh, thank you. Okay, the world. Yes. The world was open for things like that. Shaky Tower is the worst card. So something went without control. No control, and people were vulnerable. They were just listeners. They were not fighting back because they were not aware that something is going their way. So they were holding the swords to themselves. They could protect themselves, but if they don't know that something is around them, they wouldn't.
So will Brexit happen? Let's do the cards again. If his question was, if Trump is impeached in the U.S. in the next few months, would Brexit still go ahead in 2019?
So the question is if Brexit will go in 2019.
Because you believe Trump will be impeached.
Actually, I'm worried that the Republicans are not going to let him to be impeached. That's my personal worries. But you can ask that question.
Mm-hmm.
Outside the border, so England will be outside of the border. They will feel that they are abandoned by everyone. They don't feel that they feed the rest of Europe. Financial worries for them. But angel of love will be holding them together, so they will try it. There will be mixed feelings. A lot of worries about the finances, so they will have to vote once more, you mean?
No.
They already voted.
They already voted. The problem is that if they voted today, people would vote against Brexit.
They were. But now they are behind it and they can't go back to that. They are behind the fence and they are worried about because they are losing financially a lot.
So will the angel of love prevail? Is that what that's saying?
I don't know if that will be. They have to hold to the love of the country and that's it.
Will do. Going back to Trump. Will Trump be impeached?
1 second, I would just shuffle the cards again.
All right.
Because I don't want to pull the same one. Oh, that's an interesting question.
Okay. Will Trump be impeached?
There will be a key. They will be calling him bad name. I don't want to even pronounce that name. Men parts, like, they will be called that part.
Oh.
But they have the key for it. I don't know if they will do it. They have the key to do it.
Up till now, you were saying that they would impeach him.
I wanted him to be impeached, but I have more and more feelings that he might not. They have the key. They will call him. And you remember when I had the vision many months ago before he was chosen, I said that he will be chosen to go upstairs on the 5th floor with carrying the presidential desk with another man. And then he will stand up on the balcony of the last floor staircase, and it was back door staircase. So I knew that time that it was not legally achieved that. And he wanted to wave to people, and people took the cards and threw every one of them was throwing at Trump. So he was very surprised, but he was still standing on that balcony. Would he be impeached? There will be some legal movement, changing direction of his, and they might impeach him because of his mental stableness. So the doctor might impeach him because of his mental instability. Changing direction and the legal things. So the lawyer will be involved.
More and more they're talking about dementia.
Or instability. Once I had the vision that when you asked me about his health, I saw a cup over a cup, over cup, over cup, and it was like in a circus you carry those cups and they are wiggly.
Yeah.
How long he can hold to that instability in his mental, because so many times they are saying that he has some problems with his mental problems.
Let's try doing the vision after the cards now. After seeing the cards.
Oh no, I said already that they call him a man.
Yeah, but you said that he would stick around, right?
Well, that's my feeling, but that was not the vision.
So, what do you think?
Okay. Snake. He will try to get away like a snake. Snake is a symbol of getting out of ways, this way, that way, that way, that way. So he is not going straight forward. Eventually they might got him, but I think they will have to go.
Well, that's kind of his strategy too, because in a way, when a normal person fights a battle, they fight head on. So it's easy to
know what the
anticipate where, you know, what to say to the person and how to argue with them. But with Trump, he'll start a fight and then he'll meander away from it and start a different fight somewhere else. So it's almost like
putting us from different different ways. Once as a child, I was running away from snake. I then knew it was not a real predator, but I was running away, and they told us in the camp, if you see a snake, run in a zigzag. Because snake is doing this, but when it's attacking straight. So you have to run in a zigzag as well. So maybe we have to attack him as well, the way he's attacking.
Just
from every corner, the press must to attack him from every corner, not that he's aware. Don't forget what he did a few days ago, attack him again about those things.
Where is Trump's Achilles heel? Where's his weakness? Where can you attack him?
Oh, pięta Achillesa. Okay. His brain. His brain is his weakness. So whenever he is saying, he sometimes will say something so stupid to be his own enemies. He can't think 2 days ahead. Yeah, like he admitted that he get rid of Comey because he was all about Russia.
Yeah, he's done that 3 times. Like,
yeah,
he is doing
his own. He can take his own because somehow his brain is not that bright.
It used to be.
He was, but he's too cocky. He thinks he can put everyone down, and he doesn't remember what he said a few minutes ago, so he thinks everyone else will forget.
Very good. That's it.
That's it? Okay. Thank you so much for watching us. Please subscribe. And I have... my girlfriend is very sick. She got yesterday news that she has to change the cancer treatment. And I wish her the best. Linda, we all are wishing you the best. And I hope most people will do that for you. I'm sorry. Bye-bye.
If you would like to request a private Skype reading with Violetta, please email her at psychicvioletta@hotmail.com and discover what the future holds for you.